Our first advisor to this project was actually Dr. Temple Grandin, probably one of the most well-known persons in the autism community, who is a professor of animal science at Colorado State University. She told us it was going to be very important to make sure people felt comfortable in finding their way on the trail. And with a common surface, that was one way, but another was with frequent trail markers that were very distinguishable. This is one of our vertical ants. Think of the three parts of an ant's body stood upright, and we also refer to them as our snowmen. There are 38 of them on the 1 mile trail. You can always see one in sight, no matter the twists or the turns or where you are exactly on the trail, so that it is a reassurance. I'm not lost, I know where I'm going, there's another of those markers, I'm safe and I can continue. I'm sitting in one of our 3 cuddle swings, located at the Sunshine Slope, the second of our stations along the Autism Nature Trail. One of the things that's very important for our target population is a sense of safety and security. So as they progress along the trail, if they're starting to worry about being safe, this is a very safe haven. They can hop into one of these 3 cuddle swings, which provides gentle movement, nothing like a playground swing, just very soft, gentle movement. And if you get right into it, it wraps itself around you like a cuddle or a hug. And we think this is going to be particularly helpful as families, parents, caregivers, and agencies try to encourage new visitors to nature to take a chance and go a little bit farther. Here at the Design Zone, our visitors can create teepees and forts and actually entire worlds, if they'd like, all in a completely accessible, inclusive environment. As you get to the main trail, which is behind me, this is made of stone dust, and the entire 1 mile loop of main trail is made of this surface, making it super easy to traverse, even if you don't want to engage in the station. This transition here is from the Design Zone, the second to the last station, to the Playful Path. So you go in both stations to a kind of large motor skill development area where we're asking our visitors to use their arms and their legs and to really get some exercise as they also have some fun. When we were seeking input from families living with autism and related disabilities, we heard again and again, please do something with music. Our children love music. Our family is into music. So our design team created the Music Circle, located in an almost perfect natural circle of pine. We made a handicap accessible stage and have 3 very nature inspired instruments that are reachable by wheelchair and enjoyable by everyone. And we also have attached to this particular station 2 alone zones. In case the noise gets a little too intense for some of our visitors, there is one that really is an escape route, that if you've had enough but don't want to come back past the instruments, you can actually go up and sit on a bench in the woods and then quietly make your exit on the far right of the station without disturbing anyone and without having to listen to the sounds again. Although the sounds are very muted, very low tones, very hard to bang on so that they make a loud noise, let me demonstrate. When we were creating the design for the Autism Nature Trail, we heard a story about an 8-year-old little girl with autism who was nonverbal. And she was a compliant little girl, happy-go-lucky, except when her family went to one particular relative's house, and she screamed the second they pulled into the driveway until they were back home again. It took months to figure it out, but this little girl couldn't tolerate the feel of the gravel driveway under her feet. It was the first time she had experienced it and did not like the way it felt. So we created a number of surfaces off of the main trail, like log rounds and slate and sand, and we give people an opportunity to see what it feels like. And the large river stones feel possibly, to me, like that gravel did to the little girl. Pretty uncomfortable, not something I'd want to do for any length of time, but an interesting insight into how we all process receptors that come through our body differently.